G'day, this is Aussie Dunk coming at you with something that's rather special. Well, to some people anyway. Today I am going to do your usual world famous hunt for Mason Cox. That's right, not Mahomes, but he's Mason Cox. Now, before I get on to opening the cards, just a little bit of quick information for you in regarding to Mason Cox. Mason Cox is, where are we? Oops, there we go. A American national who's in Australia playing Aussie rules for an Aussie rules football team. And this is his name, Mason Cox. Nickname American Pie, date of birth, etc., etc. Now, Mason Cox, his early career actually started in basketball, like a lot of sports people. And here is a little information about what he did. In his early life, he played for the Cowboys in the NCAA division. So those who are into college basketball may know a bit about him. And it says down here, one of his highlights while playing the NCAA basketball was shutting down the future National Basketball Association star Joel Embiid while playing a game on him. So there you go. Mason's got some very good skills as a sportsman. And so he's not... Is it any wonder they could all of a sudden just translate from America and come to Australia and play Aussie rules? Now finally, like all good Americans, I believe that you enjoy your sports because of stats. So what we'll do is we just scroll one more screen, and this is Mason Cox's career in Australian football and his stats. He's played 3 seasons. He's had a total 44 games, and he's kicked 52 goals and only 24 points. So he's a very straight, good kick, and he's done lots of good work for his team. And he's even gone to play the big game in Australia, what we call the AFL Grand Final. Anyway, without further ado, so we don't make this video too long, let's start our search for Mason Cox. Now, believe it or not, although he's been around for 3 years, he still hasn't got his own personal base card. So this search is going to be probably very difficult because I'm actually looking for an insert card of Mason Cox, and I've only brought 15 packets. But this is the sort of thing that we are maybe looking for. I've got 2 to look at. This is what we call the Burst, and I can't remember what year that was from. But that's the sort of card insert that we are looking for with Mason Cox. Now, I believe that they're about 1 in 4 or 1 in 6 every pack. So, that's why I said this is going to be very rare and very strange if we actually hit his card today. But that's part of the fun. And so, it could be something like that. Or maybe something like this one. This one's an older edition again. That one was 2013. And if you're wondering about the red, white and black, that's, as you all know, those who follow the channel and look at my videos, I'm a bit of a Saints man. And that's my team colours, and that's the sort of the jacket. That's the St Kilda Football Club. So they're the Saints. And now a bit of cards I'll be keeping when I open these packs, but who knows what else we'll get there. We'll just dig in and have a look. Now, there is a third reason for doing this video, and that is I want to go to the US, America, and I'd like to visit Disneyland. Now, I believe that our select company here in Australia is running a promotion where there's a possible winning a trip to Disneyland, so that's what I'm doing here and why I'm opening some packs as well. So it all ties in for a bit of fun and a bit of laugh. I'll quickly go through the cards. I won't bore you with all the finer details, but I'll try and pick out some of the inserts, and I will also show you some of the team colours and some of the names of the teams if we come across their club logos and things like that. So without further ado, here we go. Pack 1 of Search for Mason Cox. Right, I don't know if Select has any affinity with the Select in America, or whether somebody's just bought the rights to use the name here in Australia, but here you go. That's our base card. There's the Eagles, so if we have an alignment, you can align this team with your Philadelphia Eagles. But okay, so there's the Eagles. We'll hold up Carlton Tigers, Crows, and we've got our first. Oh, that's a good one. Brownlow predictor. At the end of the season, when we have our vote for our medal, you can win a prize if you have a. And I can tell you this guy will not do well, but it's a nice card anyway. So that's Brownlow Predictor. And here we have 5 in every 6 packs, I think. Silver Parallel. And that's the Gold Coast Suns. So we didn't get anything for our search there. And we'll just quickly go through this. Oh, this one might be interesting to you, but in Australia we have a affiliate women's league with the same teams. And they've actually put some of our women's players for each team in there as well. So that's a bit different to your normal thing. So yeah, so we have women league cards mixed in with the packs as well. So there you go. Okay, let's go now. Don't want to hold you up too much longer. We've already been going 6 minutes. But we're in search of Mason Cox. Pack number 2. Richmond again, Crows, Collingwood. Oh, here we go. This is one way we can win. This is what I'm trying to find. A family trip to Disneyland plus monthly prizes. So that's part of my fun. So there you go. And that's another silver. Not my team again. So let's go. Unfortunately, the team I go for, they haven't got a women's team until next year, so we're still getting the league going. But there's another one of the women's league. Right, whoops, sorry about that. Bang goes the camera. I hope we do get one of these fun inserts of the set that we're looking for, even if we don't get the one we look. Okay, Instant Impact. I don't know what that is. Oops. And, oh, this is no difference. One's gold and one's silver. I believe the silvers are 5 in every 6 packs, and every 6th one is the other colour, the red or dark colour. And that is my team, and that's how I show you that they're the Saints. His name's Hunter Clark. I actually don't know that player. But don't you just love that red, white and black big black stripe like that on your jumper? That's my team. And that's definitely going to my PC. Okay. Now, as I said, if we see anything different, we'll stop and look at it. But otherwise, we'll just fly through these as quick as possible. And thank you for putting up with me. Sorry about joking about the heading of this video, but I thought that was a good bit of fun as well. So that's what part of the card community is having a little bit of fun. Oh, there we go. Strike Force, a different insert. That is my brother's favourite team. They're called the Western Bulldogs. They're a red, white, and blue with a horizontal stripe. And oh, there's another orange one, so I'm not sure which ones are the popular ones and which ones are the harder to get, but I've got 2 of each now, so we'll find out as we go further into the break. These would cost anybody who wants them about $1.50, $2 a pack. So they're a cheap product, but not so for Australians, but this is our game, so yeah, as we go. Yeah. So just quickly up, Strike Force. Now that's a team that Mason Cox plays for, the Collingwood Magpies. They're black and white, and we always have a joke about you can't go for Collingwood because they actually got no colours, because black and white technically aren't colours. They're the absence of one and too much light of the other, but there you go. Oh, and another one for my team. So I'm doing well this for my PC for only opening a few packs, so I'm happy as Larry. Okay, let's see, next pack. Okay, there's another women's card, Bulldogs. Ah, now this is a set that I was hoping that we'd find. This is this year's burst, and this is one that we're hoping that we've come across Mason Cox. Looks like we haven't, but that's the sort of card and the sort of cartoon. Now, I'll flip it over that side, and you have a bit about knowing about the player. And so that was the one we're looking for, Andrew Brayshaw. And we'll have a look at the odds of those. Oops, upside down because I'm good at reading that way. There, one. Oh, tie-dye is one a box, and they're about 1 in 6 or 1 in 4. Yeah, so they're 1 in 4. So that's what we're looking for. Another one for me, for my PC. Looks like I've hit a good box, so that's good. And I'm not sure. I don't know if I'll buy this set or not. I haven't been collecting because I've been trying to save my money to get some good cards from baseball, American football and stuff. So, another instant impact, and another red one. So maybe red's the common, and the silver ones are different. I don't know. I've been getting a very big variety of cards here, so it's a bit hard to know what's what. Don't want to keep you going much longer. There's a Joey Danaher Strike Force and a Hawthorn Hawks. So you could align this team with your Seattle if you wanted to do alignments. And everybody laughs about the colouring of this, the very browny, goldy type thing. And another female footballer. Next pack. I hope to get one more of those caricature cards. And it'll be real funny if it's a Mason Cox one, because that's what we're looking for. Oh, yeah, that's the Tigers, and that's North Melbourne. Okay, keep going here. Now, I've been actually hoping for some news about the Saints, but they haven't been doing much in the trade period over there, so it's going to be interesting to see if anything happens at all. Yeah, but I keep my eye on the internet and what's happening, and seeing all those videos of all the draft picks and stuff, and seeing who might be the ones to get for next year. Okay, team checklist. Doesn't look like they have logo cards for the teams this year. And you get one insert and one sort of parallel per most packs here. So I've got quite a lot of cards, which I'll put away into my collection binder. And whoops, Collingwood. No luck still, only the one of the ones we're looking for. Another Disney thing that I want. Wayne Malera. And one of my base cards for my set. Who's that? Jack Stephen. He's our captain of our club, and he's played about 250 odd games or so, I think. I can't remember. he's played 176 games. And this is what the stats look like. You have number of kicks and handballs over a season, disposals, marks and tackles. And that's 176 games, 107 goals, and I can't see what the top one is, but that's a basic standard card for you. And actually, looking at this, the set's not a bad set. I've had some horrible designs that so that's why I don't often buy this regularly, but this year's set looks quite neat and tidy. And another Women's League. Jack Darling, West Coast Eagles, Collingwood, Braden Maynard, and more commons, and final pack. And so we only got one of the cards that we're looking for, and it wasn't the Mason Cox, but there you go. How many of these videos have you watched where they're in search of Mahomes and they've actually found him or not? So you can't say anything. Now, just quickly, I'm not going to, but just a quick recap of everything, what you can, those couple of back ones don't belong, but in 9 packs, you get all these inserts, and I'll try and quickly Strike Force, Impact, Die Cut, Strike Force. So when you look at what you get in the pack, that's the special one we're after. So there. It's not a bad set really to get nice. So yeah, we do have some nice cards in Australia. And maybe you like design, maybe you want to show this video and say why can't we design cards like that or whatever, but yeah, that's basically the break from 9 packets. That's the one that we were chasing, but with Mason Cox, and we only got the one of those, which was good. At least I could show you. And there is one other thing I have to show you. I'll just get back in half a minute. You may have seen me do a box mail day, and I didn't realise when I was going through the cards, this is for my Saints collection because I am a Saints fan, and I didn't realise how good this one was, so I brought it back out again. This is actually click combos from Absolute, and the little patches are actually from the soles of their shoes, and that's a real good card. I'm just amazed that I thank Hawk again for this one because that is such a good card, and I'm just amazed that he had this in a competition at one stage and nobody must have chosen it. But if these two guys in the next couple of years put up the numbers that they have just the last couple of years, they're going to be the dynamic duo. You could put the Batman and Robin capes on them as a dynamic duos, and they will give all the other teams a lot of trouble if they're playing their great games. So yeah, that's a real great card. Thanks, Hawk. And I will end it there. That was my search for Mason Cox, and I hope you had a bit of a laugh and enjoyed yourselves looking at some of the AFL cards here in Australia. Bye for now.